Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video, and today we are doing a new look Charlotte Hornets rebuild in NBA 2K25. So the Hornets have been one of the more active teams this offseason. They went ahead and traded Yusuf Nurkic for Colin Sexton, which is obviously a great trade. I got the better player, and I feel like that's a steal for the Hornets. He'll fit really well next to LaMelo Ball. They also went ahead and drafted Colin Kneppel with the 4th overall pick in the NBA draft, so he'll be a good player for them for the future. They also went ahead and signed Spencer Dinwiddie to a 1-year deal. They went ahead and signed Mason Plumlee to a 1-year deal, and they traded Mark Williams to the Phoenix Suns, and they got Mitchich, but he is playing overseas right now. They got Mitchich and a future first-round pick, and they also went ahead and got the 29th pick in the draft to select Liam McNeely in the first round. So they got a pretty solid return. Obviously, not the return that the Lakers gave them, but still a pretty solid return for Mark Williams. I think it was inevitable that he was going to get traded after they literally traded him, and then it obviously got rescinded. And then they also went ahead and drafted Zion James, Ryan Kalkbrenner in the 2nd round, so 2 really good draft picks there. And they also have a bunch of good 2-way cards like KJ Simpson, Antonio Reeves, and Drew Peterson are all under 2-way contract. But the problem with this team, the reason why I waited so long to do this new look rebuild is because they actually have a bunch of players in their roster. They have 18 players in their team, and they're still yet to trim that roster down. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out a way to trim the roster down. It might obviously be, cutting some guys that you might not want to see gone in this video, but I think it honestly might have to happen so we can obviously get below 15 players or get at 15 players, because if not, we're obviously we have to, so we can go to the next season. So I think we'll start this off with probably like buying out Pat Connaughton's contracts. That's something I'm gonna do, but we can't buy him out in 2K. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put his salary to like 1 million and then cut him, because whenever you cut somebody, 2K immediately stretches the contract. Figure out 2 other guys, but I'm gonna go ahead and see you guys in the rotation. Power ranking lands us 22nd. We are running a balanced system, but your rotation heading into this season is LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Kneppel, Miles Bridges, Diabate. I do know starting center is an issue with this roster that we will figure out in the future. Colin Sexton, Nick Smith Jr., Trey Mann, Grant Williams, and Spencer Dinwiddie. So this team actually has a lot of guards, man, with Sexton, Nick Smith, and Trey Mann being all similar players in my opinion. Obviously, one of these guys we won't be able to keep, so one of these guys will be traded or something. And Grant Williams and Dinwiddie, that does leave like multiple guys out of the rotation. Now, I kind of want to get minutes, so this is a rebuilding team, so I'm going to run an 11-man rotation. I mean, it shouldn't really matter too much. They want to give these minutes to Josh Green, man, but I do want to play T-John Salon. That's one guy that probably has to play. And man, I mean, do we go 12 deep? I think we might have to. So 12-man rotation, which is crazy. I know we could just kick out like Dinwiddie or Josh Green, but they did sign those players. That's why I don't understand some of the Hornets moves, signings or something. I don't think they needed Spencer Dinwiddie that much, but they did sign him. And then they want to give this to KJ Simpson, but he's a 2-way contract. I'm going to give these minutes to T-John Salon. So T-John Salon, we'll give him 13 minutes. We'll give Dinwiddie like 9 minutes, something like that. And then, yeah, we have a bunch of guys playing, but this is a rebuilding roster. I do understand. Now, I don't know if we're on 12 deep. That's a little too crazy in my opinion. We'll just kick Dinwiddie after rotation. It shouldn't really matter too much. So we'll do something like that. We're already playing a lot of guards anyway, so I think somebody has to be the odd man out. It has to be Spencer Dinwiddie. So we're going to do something like that. Shot tendencies. I would prefer to keep LaMelo Ball throughout the video, but hey man, things could change. You never know what could happen by the end of this. I want to give Brandon Miller the 2nd star. I want to make him the 2nd star and an opportunity to score. Colin Sexton could be like a good 6-man off the bench. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm going to see you guys at the end of the season. Jokic wins the MVP. Cooper Flag gets you Rookie of the Year. Tyler Hero wins 6-man. So it looks like he came off the bench for Miami. Defensive player going to Victor Wembanyama. Most people going to Ahmed Thompson. Clutch player going to Luka. Coach, you're going to Chris Fentz. Nathan Mack is your executive. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team, All-NBA third. I'm surprised to see Ahmed Thompson and Domantas Sabonis. I'm surprised to see Sabonis with All-NBA first team and Ahmed Thompson already making All-NBA second team. But hey man, let's look at that happen fast. We got Colin Kneppel making an all-rookie second team, but we finished off not making the playoffs, which is disappointing. But I feel like we need to clear some things up with this team. We had 19 from LaMelo Ball. We had 16 from Brandon Miller, 15 from Miles Bridges. We had 15 from Sexton, 9 from Kneppel, and then we had 8.5 from Diabate, 8 from Trey Mann, 700 from Nick Smith. So yeah, they're just, I feel like there's just too much of something. I feel like there's too much, guards being played. I don't know why the Hornets had these many guards, but oh well, it happened. But take a look at our record though. We finished off 28 and 54. So yeah, we weren't good once again. But I feel like next year things are gonna change once we obviously, build this team a lot better constructed. But LeBron James is going to retire and a bunch of other guys as well. Heading into the draft lottery, though, this is when we're going to be projected to pick. So we're projected, I don't actually think we have that Memphis pick. We're projected only 6 overall, which sucks. I mean, we'll see if we jump up. I would love to jump up. We are going to go ahead and fall to 7. So we instead of jumping up, we go down, which sucks, definitely. But looks like we don't own that Memphis pick. I don't know where that Memphis Grizzlies pick came from, but I'm probably going to go ahead and keep Charles Lee, obviously. So we're going to keep Charles Lee probably for like 1 or 2 more seasons. I'm going to try to make it work with him, honestly. The NBA draft, I mean, whoever we grab at pick 7, I'd love to get our center of the future in Chris Sinak. That would help us out. But the Celtics are right now projected to draft him in literally every mock draft. So unless we maybe trade up to like 5, which I wouldn't mind doing, which I might do. That's right. I'm going to see if I could trade up to 5th overall to see. So who has the 5th overall pick? It is the Warriors. So either Warriors. So I feel like the Warriors probably want to trade down, right? They Curry retired, because if not, okay, no, still have Curry, Jimmy, Draymond, still have the team. So like I said, they might want to maybe like a trade down scenario and get more assets. So what could we give them that they probably want? I'll be fine giving them Miles Bridges. I can't even do that. Who could we give them? Obviously, he has to be somebody. So, I mean, we could give them Trey Mann, honestly. Like I said, we already have, like, Nick Smith and probably Sexton might come back. Maybe. We'll see. Can I give you guys Josh Green? I can give you guys... Man, who can we give you guys? Okay, we'll give you 7. And, I mean, I guess Diabate. But anybody else who could try and throw in there? Zion James, Kalkbrenner. I mean, I don't really want to trade any players. They can't take on much money at all. They can't take on no money. So never mind. I'll give you guys, okay, I can trade you the Suns pick, or I can give you guys like a future pick. So I'll give you guys our future 2030 unprotected first round pick. And so we can trade up in the draft. They counter me with Josh Green in a second. In this draft, they give me Moses Moody. I mean, sure, this is probably a steal in my opinion. So we get Moses Moody. Not that I really want Moses Moody, but I'll take it, honestly. So Moses Moody, welcome to the team. No clue why the Warriors would give me you, but welcome to the team. I'll absolutely take that more than anything. So we'll also have the 5th overall pick. We can lock ourselves in taking Chris Knack or whoever we want to take. Number 1 is going to be AJ to Oklahoma City. That is scary. Number 2 is going to be Darren Peterson to the Nets. Number 3 is going to be Boozer. And then number 4 is going to be Caleb Wilson to the Jazz. So we can either take Nate Ahmet or Chris Knack, but I think we go up the position of need and take Chris Knack here. So Chris Knack will be the perfect addition at center. Boston takes Jaden Quaintance. And with pick 21, we could have gave this to the Warriors instead, but Benny Strides, Braden Burries. I'm going to try to not take a guard here. So we got like, I mean, like I said, these are the best players we could take, though. Let's see. Braden Burries is a Hall of Fame. I don't think we could pass up on Hall of Fame, so that is what I'm going to do. So Braden Burries, welcome to the Charlotte Hornets, and we can draft the both of you guys. Welcome, Chris and I. Welcome, Braden Burries. Doing player options, we got Brandon Miller, Nick Smith, and T.J. Salon will accept. Qualifying offers, we got Antonio Reeves and KJ Simpson. I don't know if KJ Simpson or Antonio Reeves want to take another 2-way contract. I'll be surprised if they do. But Colin Sexton is afraid. He is asking for about $24 million, and that's probably where we cross the line. I don't think I'll be able to pay him that. So we got LaMelo Ball and Trey Mann. We got Brandon Miller, Nick Smith, Braden Burries. I feel like maybe Colin Sexton was like a 1-year rental. We didn't give up much for him at all, so I feel we could let him go, but we'll see. I just don't want to have a logjam, bro. So yeah, LaMelo, Trey Mann, Brandon Miller, Nick Smith, Moses Moody was the only guy from the Warriors. I feel like was crazy. Colin Kneppel, Liam McNeely, Miles Bridges, Grant Williams, T. John Salon. We got Chris tonight as our new starting center, but I think we do make a trade in the offseason for something, a power forward upgrade or whatever it is. I'm going to see what I can. I'm going to look around the league. If not, I'll find was running it to the trade deadline or something. I can find a trade for us, which I feel like we desperately need one. But Colin Sexton, I'm not going to be able to pay him $25 million. I just can't do that for you. We're going to announce everybody here. And yeah, we're going to just do that. These guys are coming back in a 2-way contract. I don't think they will be able to. But yeah, I honestly think we're good. Chris Knack will give us our future center. I do still want to make a move at the deadline, whatever it is, but I feel like we got better in a way. But yeah, so heading into player progression, bouncing out this team more huge for us. LaMelo Ball is up 2. Brandon Miller's to win 88. Miles Bridges is up. Trey Mann is up. Nick Smith is up. Concanepple is up 4 overall. So what did he average last year? Only 9 points. We had about okay. Most movies going up 1 overall. Tijon Salon's going up to a 78, and Diabate. So I would argue we might need a better backup center than Diabate because Diabate doesn't really develop too much. Maybe Carpenter can develop into that guy, but who knows? Zion James, Layden McNeil are also developing in the background as well. So I'm excited to see what this team could do. I think we'll be way better than last year. If not, maybe a LaMelo Ball trade does come to mind. I didn't want to do it in this video, but if we suck at the deadline, I will honestly consider trading LaMelo Ball, man. I feel like it might be that time. I mean, he has been brought up in trade rumors a lot. But your rotation is LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Concanepple, Miles Bridges, Chris Sinak, Trey Mann, Nick Smith, Moses Moody, Tijon Salon, and Diabate is your 10-man rotation. I don't think we can run 11-man this year. I'm going to go 10-man rotation. And then, like I said, we have a bunch of salaries sitting here on the bench, like Grant Williams, which probably needs to be traded after trade line. So I will make some type of move with the trade line if I can find one, obviously, using Miles Bridges' expiring contract because I really don't want to re-sign him. So we're going to figure that out soon at the deadline. Deadline is worth 17 and 33. I'm not going to trade LaMelo Ball. I'm not going to do it. Instead, I want to go after somebody here. Show you guys it right now. So the Cavaliers are rebuilding, and Evan Mobley is available for a trade. We got to jump on that, right? If Evan Mobley is somebody that we can get, he's a 25-year-old, he could do a lot on the court, and that's my dream option, honestly. Evan Mobley on this team would make so much sense. I'm going to try my best offer and get the off them. So I know we're not a good team right now. Maybe it will make more sense for us to get a lottery pick and try next year to do this trade. But while we have Bridges' expiring contract, this is the guy I wanted from the beginning of the video, man. I'm going to see if I can get this done. So Miles Bridges, we're probably going to have to trade a young player like Trey Mann or Nick Smith. One of these guys will have to be in the deal. We could trade Nick Smith. I mean, instead of paying him, we can go to trade him for Evan Mobley. And then Grant Williams, salary will have to be in there. We might have to share at 27 unprotected, which sucks. But I think if we're getting Evan Mobley, it would make sense, right? Or can we put protections on it? We can make it like a lottery protected pick just in case we do make the playoffs then. Obviously, and then we could trade our 2029 unprotected and our 2031 unprotected, and I'll have to give me somebody back in return. So how about these two guys? So Ois and Naquan Tomlin. We can do that, something like that for Evan Mobley. I don't think this is enough though, man. Is this enough? It's not enough. I'd give them Tijon Salon instead. Does that maybe get it done more? Tijon Salon? No. Okay, I think we can move some positions around, then I hope we can get this deal done. I really do want Evan Mobley. If not, that's the guy I want. I will try again in the offseason, but Tijon Salon will go up at small forward. Williams doesn't really go up at small forward. And he's Nick Smith. Man, dude, this didn't help at all. This didn't really help, like, at all, man. Well, I mean, we'll try again. I mean, you never know. Maybe it does work now. Oh, I forgot to move Miles Bridges to small forward, so you should go up, right? One overall, I guess it's fun. Kind of disappointed how that works, but all right. Miles Bridges. Who else was in the trade? Salon, Grant Williams, and then Nick Smith Jr. Our 27 are protected. Will our 2020 have more value? It would, so we can trade that instead. Well, let's pretend. I mean, 2K doesn't have the rules anyway, so it doesn't even matter at this point. And then we'll offer Luke Shavers. It's important that they have all these minimum contracts. That's huge in this trade. So we'll offer this, see if that gets it done, and it did. All I had to do was move some positions around. And Evan Mobley, just like that, is a star hunter. We traded a lot, but I feel this is so worth it for us to do. We got Evan Mobley on this roster. And yeah, I mean, we did sacrifice some depth, but I think it was really worth it to do this. So Evan Mobley is our long-term starting power forward. I still do want Chris Sinak to start. I know Diabate will be better than this. We need to give Chris Sinak all these reps because him and Evan Mobley defensively seems pretty good as well. Chris Sinak averaging 2.3 blocks his rookie season. Evan Mobley, we all know what kind of rim protecting he does. So this is huge. We got our power forward of the future and center of the future just like that. And they are starting Moses Moody, but I still want to start Concanepple, man. Honestly, I want this to be the future starting five for us with Trey Mann, Moses Moody, Diabate. Where it looks like they want to give Liam McNeely and Carpenter minutes. I mean, sure, Carpenter could be the backup five. McNeely, these guys are the most ready guys to play, so we'll do something like that. And I'm absolutely ecstatic that we get Evan Mobley on the team. That is absolutely amazing. So, see you guys at the end of the season. Our pick probably will go to Cleveland, or probably be a good pick, but we got Evan Mobley out of it. I'll take it, bro. Your MVP, Boozer's rookie. I would have liked to add somebody like Boozer if he would have fell. But at the end of this season, we did finish off missing the playoffs, which does suck. But I feel like in the long run, that'll be a good move for us. So we finished off. We don't even know our pick last time we traded to Cleveland. You guys know that 33 and 49. So we won't have a lottery pick. But we had about 20 from LaMelo Ball. We had 20 from Evan Mobley, 18.5 from Brandon Miller, 12.5 from Trey Mann, 10 from Kneppel, 9 and 7 from Chris Knight. Once he develops, will be really good. With some more development of our guys off the bench, too, I'm excited to see what they could do. McNeely averaged 6.34% from 3. Clark Renner only averaged 2 and 2, but they weren't really getting much playing time. It's okay. We'll see where our pick lands as the Timberwolves going to win the championship. It sucks definitely missing the playoffs though, but our pick right now is projected to be 7, and we actually have this Miami lottery protected pick anyways. We're gonna have a pick anyway. Well, I didn't even, goodness, I don't even know we have this Miami pick as well, but our pick is gonna go ahead and okay, so the Heat actually have that pick, I guess. Our pick's gonna finish 8th, so not bad. I thought we had that. I swear, I promise you, we had that lottery pick from the Heat, but. Guess not. I guess they could wait like a 2028 pick. I don't know, bro. Okay, it's lottery protected for the Heat. So it's not a... If it was an unprotected pick, then the Heat would have it. But, okay. I got confused there. That's my bad. But yeah, okay. We don't have a first round pick in the draft. Picks with Cleveland, like I said. 8th overall pick. We do have the 29th pick from Dallas, though. So we do it on their pick. So we can see what we can get with them. But I do have to fix that Chicago Bulls pick. That pick is actually... that pick 12 actually should go to the Blazers. It is lottery protected, so I'll fix that right now. Then I'll see you guys in the next step of this process. NBA draft. I think I'm gonna go and select Daniel Jacobson here, so 7-2 center from Purdue, and then we'll go ahead and take like Ivan Popovich with this pick, so or Popovich, whatever you say that name. So can I two-way you guys? No, I can't. But all right, Kneppel, we're gonna accept. You know, he's been okay. I mean, he's been a solid 3-point shooter, I guess. Not really a superstar, which we don't really need at this point. We got this guy from the Cavaliers trade, which I guess I'll accept him. We'll see what he becomes for us. Qualifying offers, we got Brandon Miller. Luke Shavers, I'm not going to extend that, but I do want Brandon Miller back in free agency. We also got to have paying a lot of guys in that trade. Like, I don't know what Salon would have became for us. Nick Smith, we had to trade him, but how much money would Nick Smith Jr. ask for? We're about to see right now, actually. So Nick Smith Jr. would have asked for almost $30 million. So yeah, I wouldn't be able to pay him like $26 million. But we're gonna go ahead and re-sign Brandon Miller to his contract that he probably deserves at this point. And then I think we'll also just re-sign Diabate. There's a better center we can get, we'll do it, but Diabate, he's probably like our best option, like I said. So Diabate, probably end up re-signing him. But we got LaMelo and Trey Mann. We got Brandon Miller, Zion James, Baden Bridge. Hopefully Zion James or Baden Bridge can develop into the backup 2 spot. Kneppel, Moses Moody, that's good. Liam McNeely, maybe he. So we'll have Zion James, Baden Bridge, and Liam McNeely fight over that backup shooting guard spot. Evan Mobley's our backup power forward, and then or starting power forward. I'm messed up everywhere right now. Kristen Ack and Ryan Clark Venner. But we're obviously gonna go and re-sign Diabate probably. So Diabate, we'll give him a new 3-year extension, and we have our backup center. Now all we probably needs a backup power forward, which we'll look for on day 12 probably. So there's a backup power forward we can get on day 12. After that, I feel like we're all set. I feel like LaMelo Ball getting impatient at this point. This is probably the last year he stay with the team. I feel like, yeah, he'd definitely be getting impatient at this point, but we're going to keep him still. Keegan Murray would be solid, but we have a $14 million MLE to sign somebody, so I feel like we get somebody really good with that. So I'd love to get one of these guys, but Santi Aldama doesn't seem too bad. Any power forwards that can move to center? I mean, is there any power forwards or centers that can move to power forwards? Not really. I don't see that, but I think we can go ahead and offer a contract to like Santi Aldama or somebody. I don't hate that option by any means. If he has to be a good shooter and play defense off the bench, I'll take that. For a 1 year, he declines me. I thought he would say yes to that. Okay, never mind. What else to do? Might just be good, honestly. We don't really have to sign power forward. I guess we do for good depth, but maybe Derrick Jones. I mean, he's not gonna ask for that much money. So Derrick Jones, like a 1 year deal, $9 million. He'll sign that. We'll sign to that. Yeah. So all right. LaMelo Ball is regressing at 25, which literally makes no sense. Concanepo is up, Trey Mann, Chris Sinak is up 3 overalls, Moses Moody is up, Brian Clark-Winter is up. Baden Burry's developed the most out of McNeely, Zion James, so I'm kind of disappointed that McNeely or Zion James to develop. I expected McNeely to go up a lot more than that, and when he got playing time at the end of last year, but I guess that last spot will be given to Baden Burry's and the other guys didn't develop. He earned it the most, so okay. We'll download this 2028 draft class after we cut one player. I didn't realize we had that, so I guess we'll cut this. I mean, it's like to cut our second round rookie, but what else can we cut? I guess we might have to. So I'm gonna, or we can maybe trade him, so we don't have to pay him, obviously. So I know it's only gonna be a couple $1 million. Nobody wants that around. What about Otis? Anybody want him? Okay, somebody wants him. Does anybody have like a roster spot? Okay, the Rockets can take him off like a second round pick. We'll do something like that. They can have him, and then we'll do something like that. So 2028 draft class, I'm going to download, and I'll see you guys in the rotation. The rotation heading into the season is LaMelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Concanepo, Evan Mobley, Chris Sinak, Moses Moody, Trey Mann and Moses Moody, Derrick Jones, and then Ryan Clark-Winter and Diabate. So I don't think we're going to run that. Clark-Winter is actually the same overall as Diabate. Diabate go down. Was he really a 77? If so, I might consider playing Clark-Winter over Diabate, man. I'm gonna allow it to. He also won the Summer League MVP. That's something. I wonder what his stats was in Summer League. I can't go back on it, but yeah, this guy was pretty good in the Summer League, man. And right now, 2K wants to play him over. He's higher in rotation, so I mean, all right, if that's really what they want to do, I mean, I guess we'll play Clark-Winter. I didn't know he developed as much as Diabate. Diabate must have went down because I don't remember being in that low, but all right, and then this will be our rotation. I'm excited to see how this goes. We are running still a balanced system. We can't really go 5-star anywhere. Balance is our best system anyway, so we'll continue to run that. Shots in the C's are relatively the same, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season. Hopefully, we can make the playoffs this year. Nikola Jokic wins the MVP at the end of the season. We finally did make the playoff. Nikola Jokic is in Brooklyn, and they're the 1 seed. Okay. We ended up being the 4th seed, though, which I guess is pretty solid. So we finished off about 44 and they love to be better, obviously. Eastern Conference is really weak Eastern Conference. So obviously, love to be better than that, but I'll take it, I guess. So, man, we still don't have like a 20-point rating. I don't know why LaMelo just doesn't score with this Hornets team, man. I just don't know why. It's really weird. Or Brandon Miller. I pushed up these tendencies for a reason. It's just so weird, bro. Whatever. 14th from Trey Mann, 13th from Conneple, 10th from Moody, 9th from Chris Sinak, 6th from Carpenter with 5 rebounds and a block per game. It was actually pretty good for us. Wow. 5 from Derrick Jones and then 5 from Braden Burry. So, all right. Time to see what we can do in the playoffs. We're going to shrink this bench utilization down to a 25. I didn't realize this bench utilization was even that high, Charles Lee, and we'll also probably go like a 9-man rotation. We go 8-man, I'm gonna leave it like this. So we got Philly in round 1, Maxey, McCain, Edgecombe, PG, MB, Justin L. We're doing slightly losing round 1, but we are still relatively young at this point. But it's tied 2-2, round 3-2, and we're gonna lose the 6 to Philadelphia 76ers. So all right, and the Spurs are going to go on to win the championship. Wembanyama and Finals MVP. The Nets didn't even make it far, but oh well. We're going to lose that Sixers team, which I don't think we should have lost to a freaking washed Joel Embiid, but oh well at this point. It looks like we don't even have a lottery pick in that draft. The Heat pick ended up being pick 15, I guess. That's something. And I might move on from Charles Lee and go somebody else. I think that's what I'll do. Nick Nurse, you want to sign? I might still offer Charles Lee a contract just in case. AJ, I'm gonna offer every single one of these guys a contract. Who else? Me, Udoka. We'll see who signs though. So who am I gonna get? My head coach. I'll even offer. Not offering Darvin. Man, Charles Lee might sign, but I'm lucky when I wait on Ime Udoka because he actually might sign too. So I'm gonna decline Charles Lee, but I'm gonna offer him again. Please sign Udoka. Are we gonna get any of these guys? No, never mind. Let's bring back Charles Lee because he was from the beginning, I guess. All right. So how do we improve this team? I really don't know at this point. We have the 15th pick and a couple second-round picks. Do we trade these picks? Do we draft with them? Honestly, there's a lot of things we could do, but I think we'll draft with the picks. So with pick 15, we got Josh Leonard, Jalen Mitchell, Jeremiah Prophet. I mean, I guess we do need like a backup too. I mean, we kind of need a lot off the bench, but I'm gonna take Josh Leonard with this pick. Josh Leonard, welcome. We'll take Wilson Bass and then something like that. So I'm not gonna sign this last guy off the bench. And then Liam McNeely, I'm gonna decline this guy. Qualifying offers, we got Trey Man, and then heading into free agency, we got Trey Man and Moses Moody. Low key, once we re-sign these two guys, Trey Man asking for so much money though, 20 million. Once we re-sign these guys, I low key want to make a trade because I feel like we can probably use an upgrade at the backup two or backup power forward after play progression. I'll have to see how much play progression, how much guys develop, and after that, we'll probably make a trade for like, I don't know, an upgrade the backup two or upgrade the backup four. The Derrick Jones got signed, it looks like. But I'm going to wait on day 12 for Moses Moody and Trey Man. No one's paying him that, so we're good. All right, Trey Man, he's still restricted, so we could low-key cheat it in having going against qualifying offer, but he shouldn't be restricted at this point, and we're not going to do that. So we'll give him like 2 years, 19.5 million, so something like that. Then Moses Moody, so much money they're asking for, though, man. 15 million for 2 years. Can you sign that? He'll sign now, which is good. Okay, so Moses Moody and Trey Man will come out. I kind of do want to make a trade too, like I said. So something like that. And then Brandon Miller is up, Kneppel, Sanak, Trey Man. Okay, so Clark Benner and Brandon Brady didn't develop at all. So that means a trade is coming right now. I make a trade for Nick Claxton here. I know the Nets is a really good team. So will they want to give him up at backup to Jokic? Probably not, but I'm still going to offer. So Nick Claxton, let's say we can throw Diabate's contract in there. Jacobson probably as well. We need about $5 million. That's it. Okay. Probably like Liam McNeely. So yeah, so Diabate, Jacobson, McNeely, and like a first-round pick. How about this Cavaliers pick swap and then a couple seconds? That get it done? Let's see, it does. So welcome to the team, Nick Claxton. He'll be a great backup center for what we need. Clark Benner didn't develop enough. We're gonna leave that, I guess, backup shooting guard spot. We can move Clark Benner to backup power forward actually. Would he go down? He will go down 1 overall. So I guess we're not gonna move him there. We're gonna leave him like that at power forward, and then we'll have something like that rolling for us. So hopefully that's good enough for us to be a little bit better in the East and get over the hump. Losing in round 1 sucked last year, but I feel like these next 2 years are going to be huge for us. I feel like in the next 2 years we should be able to win a championship. Hopefully, at least make it to the finals, because that's something that we can do. At least that's a successful rebuild, getting the Hornets from, not make the playoffs in a bunch of years to make the finals. That's successful in my opinion. So, power ranking lands a 6. Proficiency, still running a balanced system. But they want to start Claxton over Sanak, which I guess, shouldn't matter too much. So they're both really good. LaMelo, Brandon Miller, Kneppel, Evan Mobley, Nick Claxton, Chris Sanak, Trey Man, Moses Moody, Clark Benner still playing, but I don't really see the point of it. I'm going to go ahead and give these minutes like a backup shooting guard. I guess we'll give him to Braden Burries. He played last year. Might as well play him again, right? So he averaged 5 points. Was pretty bad, though, in life efficiency-wise. So hopefully I can get better, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. MVP, but at the end of this season, we finished off as the number 3 seed once again. Not once again, we were like the 4th seed or 5th seed last year. 50-32 on this season, so we were a top team in the East, which you love to see, obviously. Hope we can go far in the playoffs this year, though. We had about 23 from Mobley, 19.5 from Melo, 17 from Miller, 16 from Kneppel, 12 from Sanak, 10 from Trey Man, 9 from Claxton, 7 from Mobley, and 6 from Braden Burry. So we're going to go 8-man rotation this year as long as we win. So we got the Nets in round 1, so we made that trade for Nick Claxton with them. I gave them like Diabate, Liam McNeely. So against Brooklyn, we are going to go ahead and, oh my goodness, come on, bro. Do we seriously joke that? We're really going to win that. And then the 6th seed, we're the 3 seed. That is for a reason, bro. Team won the amount of games they should have, and then we won the amount of games we should have. How do we lose in 7 to this bum roster? This roster's garbage. I'm so tired. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired of 2K doing this. It's really freaking annoying, bro. It's getting to a point where it's like, oh my goodness, dude. I'll go one more year. Gosh damn. This season, we're the number 2 seed. If we lose in round 1, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I might break something. But here we go. Just kidding. But we finished off. Crazy how Evan Mobley ended up being our leading scorer. Evan Mobley. It's crazy, I know. Tennessee's not pushed up, dude. Like, I didn't expect it to be Evan Mobley. I'm gonna just say that, but I guess we leave it the way it is. But our record, we were about 59-23, but in round 1 we got the Brooklyn Nets. So Igor Demon, Darren Peterson, Kai Sean George, Nathan Solomon, Jokic, Diop, and King Gibson. In round 1, I was about to say, dude, if we would have got swept, dude, if we would have got swept, dude, 2K better be glad we came back down from that fluke lead and won like that. Now we got the Philadelphia 76ers with Jared McCain, Edgecombe, Hugo, Noah, CJ Rozer. 2. We're going to take game 3, and they're going to take game 5, and we're going to beat them 5. Just like that, we got the 8th seeded Cleveland Cavaliers now. Garland, Mitchell, Hunter, Thomas, Huff, Jarrett Allen. So I'm surprised we were playing Cleveland, obviously. We got Evan Mobley from them. I expect them to be that good after that, but they're going to take game 1. I'm going to take game 2. I'm going to simcast this one. Probably going to simcast the rest of the playoffs, honestly. They want to get more Mr. Evan Mobley. I didn't see that, but if we lose to the AFC, man, I know I'm going to be mad, but so far, if we just go up 2-1, if 2K, I'm telling you, if we lose to the AFC, I'm not down on 26, bro. But we shouldn't even be an adult. We should be up 3-0. It's the AFC. They were literally in the play-in. They're actually the 10th seed, actually. If you take a look at it, this is the 10th seed we're playing against. They went 31-51. 2K, if we lose to a team that barely made the playoffs, this game's actually not real. But we'll see what happens. Maybe it's just overreaction. You know, we're going to even back up 2-2. I would have got worried if we would have went down 3-1, but not going to happen yet. Now we need to take care of business against this team. Now, come on, we shouldn't be in this close series with them, but looking like we're gonna lose this one. Oh my goodness, round 3-2 to the 10th seed, bro. Hope we don't freaking go home like this. If we go home like this would be a terrible look, bro. All right, so simulating right now, we have the lead. It's a close game though, but the Cavaliers have it. They still have it. If we get back into it, no, we lose. So, and that sucks. We couldn't get a championship with the Charlotte Hornets today, but at least we brought this team back in the contention conference finals. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you guys next time. Peace.